on to you, Leos out here. So you have the Lovers, the Magician, and then you Leos also have the Five of Cups. So what's going on here for you, pretty much, is that a lot of you Leos. So basically, a lot of you Leos, you have the Lovers in here too. Um, a lot of you Leos are making it so that, like, if you're a part of any sort of like relationship, you're done with them. I'm seeing that love is a big thing going on with you as of right now. We're kind of making that uh that move into kind of something that needs to be talked about is relationships, because these cards keep popping up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm shuffling them up well. So it is what it is. We got to talk about what comes up, you know? And the Lovers here, again, many a cards, we'll get to it. The Lovers and the Magician, you're going to make this to what you want. And the Five of Cups, for some of you, it's awesome. And it's something that you've been wanting, or you've been praying for, or you've been meditating that you would hope that you would find for a very long time. For others of you, it's something where you decided to, kind of stop the relationship because of how dysfunctional they turned out to be. You didn't necessarily think that they would be this way up until you Leos been doing upon further investigation, meaning that you hung out with them more and you find out how kind of out there and how dysfunctional they really are. And then that's when you Leos are like, oh no, I got to get away. So we're going to get into it. And so the Six of Wands and the Scorpio energy here, again, I still stand on what it is that I was saying. Some of you Leos are like, okay, yeah, this is a significant other that you like. Some other of you Leos are like, okay, cool, you're going to leave them alone because, they are out of their mind, and that you Leos don't trust them. You don't trust their judgment. You don't trust the things that they say. And you're tired of feeling like it's just you in this relationship where you're the only one. It's just you, but you're kind of bringing this other person as along as a plus one, but not really, because a lot of us have those type of, or have had those type of people in our lives where, we thought they were supposed to be close to us. But then it's like we come to find out and we're like, yeah, we can't really trust them, right? And while you're still in a relationship with them, that's that is that is one of the wildest feelings in the world, because it's like you would wish to be able to trust this person or trust these people in general, but you come to find out, no, you can't really do it, because what happens when you do is ultimately you can't trust them, right? Like they will have you not really doing well if you pay attention to them. So the Six of Wands and the Scorpio energy here represents how that's a big transformation. Your things are changing for you Leos, right? Like, again, not necessarily being with them. Two of Pentacles represents like a big decision. So it could be you and this person, thinking about what y'all want to do, or maybe, you Leos contemplating leaving them and how you would move out, how you Leos would essentially get away from them if you wanted to leave. There's some real thinking that you Leos have to do. And then you have the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. You see things for the way that it is now. A lot of you Leos see it like you out here making things work, right? And the Four of Swords, these people, it's you know what I'm saying? Like the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords, you're trying to make something work, and you're bringing in all the presents, joy, all the moving forward, progress, and they're basically just trying to halt it, trying to, have it frozen in time, have it just stop. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to move forward themselves, right? Things have to be in a specific time and it never moves forward. And yeah, a lot of the times people use Telling you, a lot people do not get themselves into relationships for the right reasons. I'm telling you, right? The majority of the times people use relationships as a means of convenience. They look at it like a means of stability. They have someone there that's doing their thing and they feel comfortable. They use it as a comfort vehicle, right? It's kind of like eating. How it is that they'll feel empty and they'll eat to make themselves feel better, right? But then at the end of the day, right, it's when it comes to relationships specifically, it's not really a functional real relationship the way that it's supposed to, because relationships are not always about comfortability. Relationships are about progress and moving forward too, and sometimes that is not necessarily going to be the most comfortable, because relationships are about self-discovery. I get myself, for instance, you Leos get yourself in a relationship with somebody. They may be into working out. You may not be into that. If you're gonna be in a relationship with them, you better be skippy. You're gonna have to get into working out because they're active. Because if you don't get into working out, they're gonna blame you if they start becoming potatoes. Now they're looking at it like, I used to be active, and this person got me sitting on the couch being less active than what it is I would like to be, right? Same thing with you, right? You're in a relationship with somebody. You know, you're a big money getter. They quit their job because they figure, without telling you, they quit their job because they figure, oh, you'll financially cover for them. People use relationships a lot of the times, unfortunately, as a means of convenience. And so with this person is looking at it like, you Leos are bringing in all the progress, but the Four of Swords, here they go, trying to be like, oh, this ain't gonna work out, that ain't gonna work out, right? Like we get ourselves into those type of relationships. The Six of Cups, however, represents this person is like coming back. So it could be an ex. It could be someone who you used to date like this, whom it could be someone now that you're kind of breaking up with, or you have broken up with. This could, right, that's coming back, but this could also be someone that you have now that, you know, that you are trying to like figure out what to do with this person, because they may be like this person that you have broken up with or you've decided to stop seeing. Regardless of to who or what, a lot of you Leos just understand you shouldn't have anybody around you who everything you want to do, they'll tell you no, right? Like I told my friends about making YouTube channels, and if they just post videos, you know what I'm saying? They wanted the money, but they was like, oh, nah, they didn't want to do all that. They're still in the same place that they were in, and I'm doing my thing. So it's like, you know, all of that, I don't want to, I always this slant. You know what I'm saying? You know, why it won't work, why it can't work, why it's not supposed to work, why would it work? But it will work and it does, right? So again, like there's this sense of you Leos either trying to stay away from those people and not have them around, or those people you've already like separated yourself from, that they are coming back. Let's clarify. We got to clarify. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Page of Ariel, Knight of Raphael, the Decision. You Leos have the Ace of Gabriel, and then you have the Six of Raphael. Okay. So this person is storming in trying to get you Leos' attention, because you have the Six of Cups twice with the Six of Raphael and then the Six of Cups verbatim. So the Page of Ariel, Knight of Raphael, and the Decision right here represents how the Page of Ariel is about like you Leos feeling like you will move forward without them, regardless of who it is, right? Not your you Leo's progress won't stop for anybody, no exceptions, no matter whom it is. And because, if they had an opportunity to leave you behind, they would essentially leave you behind, a lot of you. And so the Knight of Raphael and the decision is all about how the Knight of Raphael is you Leos see that. And that's why it is that you Leos work so hard. And you're building yourselves up and you're doing your thing. You worked so that you don't have to you don't have to be underneath anyone's thumb. You don't have to feel like you're working for anyone, right? People can say certain things and just play with your time and your money and everything like that. And the decision right here represents, again, this person's connection. So it could be an ex. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It could be an ex. It could be an ex, and the lovers and the magician here and the Five of Cups right here represents, it could represent you Leos may have someone, and that this ex is most definitely jealous of, because of how great you Leos are getting it together with this new person that you found. So it can mean all of those things. It could also mean you Leos can be by yourselves, but I don't necessarily think that it's by yourself. Although, of course, it could be by yourself, and the exes want to get back together with you, even though you're by yourself, because they see you doing your thing. Vice versa. This could be someone that you're with right now, and then the ex comes back because they see that you and this person are making it happen. And then the thing is that the Ace of Gabriel here represents, but again, no, 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 no. You Leos don't want to have anything to do with them at all. You're done with them. You don't want what the ex has got to offer. You're good. Your life is going amazing by yourself or with this person whom you're with now, and you don't like them at all. You don't like them who they are as a person. Let's clarify the lovers. You don't like who they are as a person. You and them don't mix. You know what I'm saying? If you got with them, you just Eight of Ariel, High Priestess, Queen of Raphael, Ace of Michael, and then the Knight of Ariel. Again, right, to clarify the lovers. The Eight of Ariel, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Raphael here for you is about how to clarify the lovers, right? So it could be you Leos and someone else, right? Could be just by yourself. The Eight of Ariel, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Raphael. Again, this person sees just how great you're handling your business. High Priestess is about secret admirers watching you if they still have access to your YouTube, not your YouTube, your social media, whatever it is, if they still have access to it or access to watching it specifically. And they're just watching you. If they do not have access to those, then they're just in deep contemplation about you Leos, thinking about you quite a lot and just wishing that, they can, thinking about how to come back. Well, of course they have. And the things that the Queen of Raphael here represents how they're deeply in their emotions. So it's not like for them, you telling them no and rejecting them is a big thing, because they will take it personally if this situation hasn't already happened and they've already taken it personally. Then you have the Ace of Ariel and the Knight of Ariel. The Ace of Michael and the Knight of Ariel. The Ace of Michael represents how they've been very much so thinking about it quite a lot. And the Knight of Ariel here is about how you can't get caught up with what they've got going on because you've cared too much. And look at where it is that caring too much got you. I've talked about this before, that Leo is a zodiac sign that, has a mind, yeah, but at the same time is more emotional than what they would like other people to think of them as. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with having emotions, right? It means you're not a computer or a robot. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, it's not necessarily anything wrong with that. But the thing about it is that you Leos, that's my point. Like, you Leos have been in touch with that side of yourself. And when you have tried to care, that's when things didn't necessarily go right, because this person, it wouldn't have mattered what you Leos would have done, whether you would have done the right thing or the not so right thing. They would have had situations pop up regardless, because they can't get along with anybody good for them. Anyone good that brings favor into their life, they can't get along good with anybody. That's the secret code. That's the Krabby Patty secret formula. So a lot of you Leos, the Knight of Ariel, right? The Ace of Michael, which is, you thought about this quite deeply, but they've also thought about how they were going to come back and what they were going to say to appease you. And the Knight of Ariel, right, represents how you Leos are just like, you're done with them. You're done with feeling guilty for something that you've never done. You don't have to accept them back just because they may want you back. Who cares? You don't have to like them back. So this is what I mean. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 29,727 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever it is that I drop my videos. If you Leos want to come through and get a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section, called the Linktree link. And appreciate you, Leos. We've grown so much. We're growing the YouTube channel. Let's continue to grow. More good things coming up. Peace.